Loudest venue in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
43, 15. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rip right. Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And bulldozing his way through. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Listen to me. Check 59.
Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Right there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
You draw quarter.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Cousins on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp.
Check 15. Check 13.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes is going to let this one go. He's got a man complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first.
Williams loses the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's get it.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, left 3.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
1st down, Vikings.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch QB drop. Hey, flicker. Switch.
To throw, Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's caught by Treadwell. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Cousins now from the 50. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Jahan, 180.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yellow. Just like that. Just like that. Mike 5-5. Mike 53. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
54 Mike.
Check. Hero 15.
Delta. 54. Mike 54.
Come back.
Screen. Watch the screen. Slam.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line. Gain.
By Trey Boston. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Easy. Yellow.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Check 52.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Watch it.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
Go. Shift. Wide. Get wide. Joker.
15. 10. Watch it.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on second and 16, Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Cousins to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Cousins now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. They run. Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Switch it. Come on.
Again, it's Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Jahan, what I need?
Mike 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Cousins from the gun on third. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Sponge!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Hey, 57, 57.
Check 43. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
57.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Blue dead.
Yellow.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
49.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Vikings get first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Easy. 55's my guy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. 15. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 43.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Attack. Watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert flare.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, yo, hey, go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Box trap. Mike 55. Check 55.
Fight on these two.
Check pass. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, 57 color. Right time.
To throw is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Vikings take over first
We
and
play to win. Let's
their own
go.
28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Chiefs, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.